Hello, dear ones. I think this is too bright. Hello, dear ones. Yeah, welcome to the Gratitude Prayer Board today, my little channel. And I would like to speak about gratitude as well as broken-heartedness. So what does that have to do with each other? First of all, let me show you my gratitude board. First stone, beautiful amethyst. I love this. I've already showed that in the past. It really is just a nicely formed natural stone. And I always lift it up and say, thank you for the ability to be grateful. You know, it's just such a wonderful thing that we as human beings can do. We can be grateful, right? As though artificial intelligence is not going to steal that from us. Okay, that's an innately human thing to be. On the other side, it is also very innately human to be vulnerable when we cannot help our hearts from filling with passion or desire or love, agape, whatever you want to call it in whichever situation that is. It's also a very innately human thing. And what's really wonderful about gratitude is that it's always an uplifting, positive thing. It's when we intentionally say thank you, just thank you to our Creator for whatever it is we're giving thanks, or just in general, thank you, I have a happy heart. And to really feel that, because love's kind of weird, you all know it, right? I received this from a friend of mine. I use it on my gratitude board. It's pretty big, shape of a heart, see? It's all wood, and I just want to make this board bigger. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, it's all wood, and it has a crack in it. The wood sprung open. Perhaps it was too dry. It's a nice shape of a heart. And I just wanted to remark that the good thing about that is that it leaves the heart open, and it allows the heart to have things enter into it. Yeah, okay. If the heart is broken, it hurts. Okay, I'm not denying that. I've also been through my heartache. But if we uphold this attitude of gratitude, if we uphold that mindset and we know that what happens in our life is something that will bring us forward, then maybe we can take these breaks, these broken-hearted situations, and realize what they can offer, what kind of perspective, what kind of light can shine into that space, which would it not be open, it wouldn't be able to get in, right? So I raise this wooden carved heart up in thanksgiving for the human ability to be at times brokenhearted. It shows that we're vulnerable. And in that pain, if we actually say, thank you, God, because I don't always feel like this, but it shows that I really love. It shows that maybe I had unrealistic expectations. And you see, the thing with love, it is like that. With gratitude, you're just thankful. There are no strings attached. You're just thankful. It's a good, positive, strong feeling. You have peace in your heart. You can recalibrate your entire mindset. And you know, the thing with love is just is the way it is. It's almost like got strings attached to it, or expectations, or we're devastated if something goes wrong in a relationship, or yeah. I think it's great that we can and have the capacity to be loving and also show love. But there are broken-hearted times. and they are not to be avoided. And what's the solution, Patricia? Okay, should we not love at all? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a broken heart, which is painful, can open the heart enough to allow something else in. And maybe that could be gratitude. Maybe that could be a different perspective. Maybe what we're losing is a new beginning. Maybe the cause for our pain because of a broken heart is a time where we can think about it and contemplate. I don't need to be unhappy. I loved this person. I loved the situation. I was so happy where I was. And now I'm not there, or now they're not there, or maybe somebody's died. But that's the other side, right? And I think that brokenheartedness is a very kind of a holy thing that we humans can have, right? And I just wanted to mention and maybe hardline the fact that gratitude is just such a pure, strong, no strings attached, no expectations kind of power. It's like my plant children just growing up to the light. It's just what they do. And so the next thing that I wanted to discuss is each of us is an individual, perfectly crafted, natural entity. If you look at the shell, see? This lovely shell from Florida. It's got its spots. It's beautiful. It has all these kind of little teeth things where the little sea animal is in there. And a friend of mine brought me back this beautiful shell. Looks similar, it's a bit bigger. But what has happened is the laser, this top part of the shell has been lasered off and only leaving the lettering of my name. And I think that that's so cool. And it kind of goes along with both of these things, brokenheartedness and gratitude. Because if we don't go through those times of being lasered, of being hurt, of being chiseled away at our veneer, at our ego, at whatever we think we are, we can't get to really who we are, the inner real entity. Yeah, we're not really our outward appearance. That's not the energy of creation. It's what we radiate. It's what we do. It's what we say. And I think that's kind of cool. It's one of the best things I've ever been given. And it's profound in its message, I find. Another thing I wanted to show you is this cool stone. I don't know what kind of stone it is, kind of pale on the one side. Look at all these imprints. They look kind of like thumbprints, don't they? And I always say thank you to our wonderful creator for the imprint. If it's DNA, if it's the outward, just the divine imprint, as singular and unique to each of us. No fingerprint is the same. Actually, no shell is the same, actually, if you would research that. And I love that. I love that each of us is just so unique in how we look, and how we are, and in who we can become, the best version of ourselves. And you don't get there unless there's some kind of lasering and some kind of shedding and some kind of pain. You just don't. It's not like some sun comes over you and all of a sudden you realize, wow, I'm the best version of myself. I think that everybody goes through their journeys in life, right? And so brokenheartedness is part of the journey. And I'm not making light of this, dear ones, really not. But I encourage you not to contemplate too long about the love lost or the broken heart or the situation that is not any longer what you thought and had really invested time and life energy into. It is what it is, and accept what you have in your life with gratitude. Just know it all makes sense in the broader scheme of things. And please lift your heart up with trust and patient resilience. Do that. Say it with your mouth. Thank you, God, that I can feel this way. Because it's the opposite of the joyous, uplifting, like, wow, that kind of love thing. All right. The other thing I wanted to show you, and it's a shorter video today, is this geode. See how it's got all that crystalline inside? But you don't see that from the outside. It's kind of raw, like a stone that you would find, I don't know, the side of the road. But it's a beautiful crystal geode. See how those lights, those little crystals shine? So this is the stone that I always lift up. And I say, thank you for our private things in our heart, like the privacy of who we are, things we don't share with anyone else, the potentials of who we can become, and the wonderful goals we can achieve. They're all there. They're all inside each of us, shining like all of these little crystals inside. You don't see it from the outside. Just like you don't see the name on the outside of this shell. But once it's been lasered away, it's just standing there. So that's kind of what I wanted to share today. And I do appreciate you going on this journey with me. I've been doing a prayer board privately on my own for 4 years, as I said. And I just love the mindset change. I just love this positive energy. I just feel so much more connected to everything because the boundaries of negative energies and I don't know, they just dissipate, They just are not as present as in the past. And don't forget, and this is how I love to close off my videos, grace is always a result. And don't forget, grace is something that we as human beings cannot produce. That is a gift. That is a gift from our wonderful Creator that gave us all of these great things, the imprint, the divine imprint of our innate being, and the ability to be grateful for just everything in our lives, even the tough things, right? And we have everything we need. It's all inside us. So thank you, dear ones. Thank you very much. And I wish you a lovely evening or day. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.